Hello everyone, so today we're going to discuss another kind of differentiation rule. So we have the logarithmic and inverse trigonometric functions. Now, if you're not yet familiar with the exponential and trigonometric functions and the basic functions, please do watch all the videos related to it. So, meron po akong mga parts na pwede nyo mapanood. Balikan nyo na lang po yun. Lalo na po yung basic concepts natin or basic differentiation rules. Now, let's have the logarithmic functions. So first, the derivative of the natural logarithmic function. If y equals ln x, then the derivative of ln x is equal to 1 over x. Again, the derivative of ln x is equal to 1 over x. Yan ay kung x lang yung ating pinag-uusapan. But if u is a differentiable function of x, then according to the chain rule, the derivative of ln u is equal to the derivative of ln u du. So, we have also the derivative of ln u, which is equal to 1 over u du. Okay? So let's have an example. We have here the derivative of y equals ln 5x. Alright? So, as you can see, our u here is 5x. Now, if that is our u, our du is 5. Alright? And then, let's just proceed to using the formula. So, our formula is the derivative of ln u is equal to 1 over u du. So, in here, we will just substitute the values here. So, we have 1 over, what's our u? 5x. And our du is 5. So, we can have 5 times 1, that is 5. Over 5x, or which is equal to 1 over x. Kasi makancel natin yung 5. 5 divided by 5 is 1. Alright? So this is our answer. Another example, we have y equals ln 5x squared. Again, let's first identify our u. In this case, our u here is 5x squared. So if u is 5x squared, then our du is 5 times 2, that is 10, x na lang. Alright? Now, proceed to the formula. So our formula is the derivative of ln u is equal to ilan na nga? 1 over u du. So, we will just substitute our values here. Our u is 5x squared. Du here is 10x. Then, we'll just multiply this, so we have 10x over 5x squared. So, as you can see, cancel natin yung 10. 10 divided by 5 is 2. And yung ating x, isang x na lang yung matitira dito. So, we will have 2 over x. So, this is our derivative. Let's have another example. We have y equals ln 4 minus 5x. So again, identify first our u. So since that is our u, we have 4 minus 5x. Our du is, since this is a constant, yung 4, so 0 na yan. So matitira na lang dito is negative 5. Negative 5 na lang, no? Okay, kasi yung x ay 1 na yan. So we have negative 5. Then, proceed po tayo sa ating pong formula. that we have the derivative of ln u is equal to 1 over u du. So we have 1 over, what is our u? 4 minus 5x. Then our du is negative 5. So we'll have negative 5 over 4 minus 5x. Alright? So wala tayo dito pwedeng makancel kasi binomial po ito. Now, pwede po actually ito, no, para hindi na kayo mag 1 over u du. Actually, ito po ay pwede rin sabihin natin du over u. Okay? So, para direkta na lang po kayo doon sa ating pong du agad. Kasi kung 1, i-multiply mo rin lang naman yan dyan. So, ganun pa rin yung maging result. Alright? So, para hindi matandaan, make sure nyo na lang that the derivative of ln u is equal to du over u. Ang derivative naman ng ln x is equal to 1 over x. That's it. This time, let's have y equals ln of 2x cubed plus 5. So, we'll have again our u. Identify natin yung ating u. So, since our u is 2x cubed plus 5, our du here is 2 times 3, that is 6x, and then bawas natin ng isa yung 3, that would become 2. Then ito maging 0 na yung constant. So our du is 6x squared. Then, let's have the formula of our ln u, which is equal to du over u. So, our du is 6x squared. Our u is 2x cubed plus 5. So, this is our answer. Another example, we have y equals ln sine x. Okay, so again, our u here is sine x. So we will have u is equal to sine x. And the derivative of sine x is what? Okay, correct. That is positive cosine x. Now, we will just use our formula. We have the derivative of ln u is equal to du over u. That's why we have cosine x over sine x. And we know that cosine x over sine x is also equal to cotangent x. Here we go, another example. So, in this case, medyo tricky tong part na to, no? Kasi kung iisipin mo, sabihin mo lang dito that y is equal to ln 4x squared, no? Kumbaga parang magkakaroon ka ng mali dito. Pero make sure po na alam po natin ang ibig sabihin nito. Hindi lang po ito basta-basta ganito kasi nasa labas po yung ating pong squared. Ibig sabihin, ano po ito? Sako po ito ng ln, no? ln 4x, kumbaga, din nasa labas yung squared. Kapag ganito po yung case, ibig sabihin, we have to look at this in this perspective. Para siyang ganito. Para siyang y equals ln u squared. Alright? Para siyang ganyan. And alam natin kapag ganito yung ating pong function, ibig sabihin, we are going to use yung ating chain rule. Sinasabi lang naman sa chain rule, derive the inside first before the outside. Okay? So, ano ibig sabihin nun? Ibig sabihin, ito muna unahin natin bago yung outside. No? Okay naman, pwede namang derive the outside before the inside. Basta ang mahalaga lang, ma-derive natin ang inside, ma-derive din natin yung outside. Alright? So, if we're going to derive this one, ang mangyayari magiging ganito yan. Kung titignan po ninyo, sa basic, babalikan natin yung ating basic differentiation rule. Ang sinasabi doon, if we have a power, ang gagawin lang natin dyan, ibababa lang natin yung power natin. Diba? Tapos, pag nakuha natin yung power, so magiging base na siya. So, parang ganito. So, ang derivative nitong y is 2. Then, ikakopy lang natin to. We have ln u. And then, i-derive natin yung loob. Okay? Parang mali po ata ang nabanggit ko kanina. Derive first the outside bago yung inside pala. Okay? So, pero in other cases naman, ginagamit naman nila, kahit saan naman pwedeng piliin, pero mas madali palang i-derive muna yung outside bago yung inside. Okay? So, derive first the outside, then yung ating inside. Okay. So, yung outside natin, ito yung tignan natin yung nasa labas. Para siyang nasa basket. Yung nakikita nating basket, ito yung outside na tukoy ko. Yung loob nun, yung laman nun, yun yung LNU. Okay? So, this time we have 2 LNU kasi yan po ay parang power rule kung po natin i-gawin. And then, i-derive natin yung inside. So, we have, yung derivative ng LNU ay ano nga, diba ating formula ay, wala pala ako na gano'n. Okay. Nakaano ba to? Sorry. Alright. So, we have, what's this? Okay. Nawala na ako. So, we have 2 LNU. Then, ang gagawin natin dito, i-derive natin yung inside. So, ano ba ang derivative nitong LNU? Okay? So, we have 2 LNU. Ano nga ba ang derivative ng LNU? Siyempre, yung formula natin, ito yun, di ba? So, we have du over u. Okay? Now, wala pa tayong dyan, kung ano yung u natin, no? Hindi natin na-identify kanina. So, here, identify natin na ang ating u is 4x. Tama? So, if our u is 4x, lagi ko na dito, then our du is equal to 4. That's why we will have 2, what's our u again? That's 4x, times, ang du natin is 4, over our u is 4x. So, we can have 4 times 2, that's actually 8, or pwede pala natin ito i-cancel, no? Yung 4 over 4. Yan, so 1 na lang. So, we will have 2 ln 4x all over x. Okay? So, this is our answer. All right, last example for the natural logarithm. So, we have y equals ln sine x cosine x. Ayun. So, medyo complicated tong part na to, no? Kasi mapapansin natin, meron tayong ln, the natural logarithm. Meron tayong trigonometric functions. Dalawa pa, hindi lang isa. Sine x tsaka cosine x. So, ano nang gagawin natin ngayon? Okay, this time, medyo complicated yung ating pong formula because we have ln sine x cosine x. Okay? Now, ang gagawin natin dito, tignan mo natin siya in the outset or at the outset. Or yung parang, wag muna dun sa pinakaloob, yung outside muna ang tignan natin. Kung titignan nyo po, ang mangyayari dito actually, we have our u, and our V. So, ang U natin dito is ln, kasi mapapansin nyo, ito yung brace, oh. Isang buo daw yan. So, we have ln sin x. So, yan po yung ating pong U. Ang V naman natin dito is cosine x. Ngayon, kapag dinerive natin to, yung U, ito ay magiging, diba, alam naman natin kapag itong ln sin x, pwede natin siyang sabihin na ito, since nagamit na natin yung U tsaka V, try natin naman gamitin yung W. Okay? So, itong W na to, isang function din. So, pag dinerive natin itong W na yan, no? So, if our W is equal to sin x, ang dW natin nito is equal to cosine x. Alright? So, ibig sabihin, ang derivative ng ating ln W is actually dW over W, di ba? Para yung sa du over u. Pinalitan ko lang kasi nga nagamit natin yung u at saka yung v. Kaya nag-W na tayo. So, huwag masyadong ma-heart attack sa part na yan. So, ginawa ko lang yon para hindi natin ulit magamit yung u kasi magdodoble na yung u dito. Alright, pero same process pa ng ginawa ko actually. Ginawa ko lang na lnw. So, again, ang gawin na lang natin ngayon ay i-substitute natin yung dw. So, ano ba ang derivative ng w? That is cosine x. Over, ang w naman natin ay sin x. Alright? So, okay na yung du natin, okay na yung u, okay na yung v, dv na lang. Ang dv natin is, ano bang derivative ng cosine x? Negative sin x. Ngayon, since ito ay uv, or should we say yung ating pong product rule, kasi magkadikit lang sila, so gagamitin natin ang product rule. Ang product rule natin states that if we have du times v, we have u dv plus v du. Alright? So, ngayon, since alam na natin yung mga u, dv, v, and du, we will just substitute it. Ang u natin is ln sin x. Ang dv natin is negative sin x. Plus, ang v natin is cosine x. And our du is cosine x sin x. Okay? O, yan na. And gagawin natin ngayon, ipag-combine na lang natin sila. So, laging nauuna po ito pong, kapag may ln po and merong trigonometric function, so unahin po natin yung trigonometric function. So, we have negative sin x. Then, we have ln sin x. Plus, okay, in this part, magiging cosine x times cosine x, that is cosine squared x. Again, magkaiba po ang cosine squared x sa cosine x squared, ha. So, in this case, pag nag-multiply tayo ng, ang ibig sabihin ng cosine squared x, ibig sabihin cosine x times cosine x. Yan yung ina-apply natin dito. So, cosine squared x. Ang cosine x squared, ibig sabihin niya ay cosine x times x, di ba? Parang ganyan lang yan. Alright. So, in this case, magkakaroon tayo ng cosine squared x, and then may iwan lang dito ay 1 over sine x. Okay, bakit ginawa natin ganon? Kasi, para hindi na tayo magkaroon ng 1 over sine x, ang gawin na lang natin dito, syempre, ang 1 over sine x, we know, na equal yan sa cosecant x. Kaya, our final answer will be negative sine x ln sine x plus cosine squared x cosecant x. Okay? So, akalain yun. Again, this is just a combination of our rules. Kaya wag masyadong ma-stress kapag once na makakita ng ganito. So, gawin nyo lang, kumalma, and then focus, isipin kung ano yung dapat gawin. Okay? So, ayan.